Hey guys, and welcome to episode 124 of the Up Real Late podcast. My name is Scott Ellis. I'm joined here by Tim McGavick.
So sleepy.
Wake up, okay? Also joining us is Tyler Switolski.
Hey guys.
Glad to have you. And Adam Franey.
Hey guys.
Nice to have you. Let's run down some of the topics we're going to discuss on this week's episode. As usual, we're going to discuss the last film we watched this week. And as well, we got a couple news topics. Namely, this week we got the Avengers Infinity War trailer that came out this week, so we're going to talk about that. As well, we got some casting news for Disney's Mulan live-action remake adaptation. Pretty much. Yeah.
Adaptation.
Yeah. Also, we got a trailer for the Mary Magdalene film starring Rooney Mara and Joaquin Phoenix. And we also got a Thoroughbreds trailer starring Anya Taylor-Joy, Olivia Cook, and Anton Yelchin as well. So we're going to get to those later. As well, don't forget to leave a like on this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a comment below in the comment section. And, of course, subscribe if you enjoy our stuff. So with that out of the way, Tim, what do you got for us this week?
Well, I watched my movie early in the week, probably Monday or Tuesday. And you know what? I was feeling way too happy. I need something to bring me down.
Yeah.
Wanted to watch something just soul crushing.
Yes.
2015, Son of Saul.
Oh, that would be soul crushing.
Written by Laszlo Nemes and Claire Royer. Directed by Laszlo Nemes.
Did we both 5-bang this?
No, I checked to see what you guys gave it.
What did I give it? Heavy 4?
Heavy 4, I think. Maybe Heavy 4 as
Really?
well.
Might be a 5 in my mind.
Really?
Starring,
That's it?
starring Geza Rohrig,
Have you seen it?
No.
Levante Molnar, and Urs Rech. Might be 2 different names there. I forgot what I did.
It was very tight.
Well, that's fair.
Essentially, a Hungarian prisoner being forced to work as a Sonderkommando at Auschwitz, I'll explain what that is,
Oh, okay.
attempts to stop a young boy from being burned and give him a proper burial instead. So, Sonderkommandos was a group of usually prisoners, and usually Jewish, that were forced to help with the genocide. So they would, once people like shuffled into like the gas chambers, they would go through and like pick off all the clothes from the hooks, and then once the bodies were dead, they would like dispose of the bodies and move them around and burn them. And
It was like they would lead them into the gas chambers because they were Jewish.
yeah, they like trusted.
There was a level of trust there, which was abused.
And they were forced, and then apparently their life expectancy, if you were Sonderkommando, you only did that job for a few months, and then they killed you as well because you were like a witness to the genocide. So premise alone, it's devastating.
Quite dark.
Film itself, pretty devastating. It's weird. It's not weird. It's a very different Auschwitz, pretty much different Holocaust, but Auschwitz specifically movie, because you're with like one guy the whole time, and it's very confined. They shot it in a different aspect ratio, so it's 4:3, I guess it is. So it's like
Very square.
very square. So it's like as if you're like an old style TV. So
Okay.
that alone just feels like
Constricted.
what we're used to is very like wide screen.
Yeah.
So that alone just feels very constricting. And then the movie's essentially kind of like how Mother was, where like, it was like Jennifer Lawrence like up close for the majority of the movie. The camera is like on him for like 95% of the movie, like either right behind his shoulder or like to his face. So you're like with him as he's like, it's a day and a half essentially of him like pretty much waking up and then going through his day while some other stuff is happening.
It was a very tight focus on the shots.
Yeah. You get almost
a lot of blurry, like background is quite blurry for most of it. And
like you don't even see a lot of like there's a lot of like dead bodies and stuff in the background, but you don't even get any really good looks at them. It's just because I guess in the mindset of like being an Auschwitz prisoner, you're just kind of trying to block out as much as you can, so you're kind of in that with him. You just kind of see like he'll look at something quickly and you get like a quick shot, but it's very well shot in that sense. It really felt real. Like I felt like I was there.
Right.
Really tense. The actors are all phenomenal. Like they just felt like so real. It was insane.
The star he had like Oscar buzz going for him.
I remember that. Yeah.
He didn't get nominated though.
No. This won Best Foreign Picture.
It did. Okay, good.
A few years
Thank
ago.
God.
2 years ago, I guess.
So it's hard to say that I loved it because the subject matter alone is just like I'm not going to watch it again.
Yeah.
but like it's so well done, and like
I was gonna say it's
it
like
gets
amazing.
like the feeling like right there. It's amazing. I don't have anything much else to say about it. I guess
It is
just
what it
devastating.
is. What would you rate it though?
I'm gonna go heavy 4.
To me, it feels like an essential movie.
Yeah.
To see.
Yeah.
You know.
It's one of those ones that I want to watch, but I don't want to sit down like, you know what? Now I feel like watching it. Like
Time for an Auschwitz movie.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to really get like to sit down like.
Yeah, I don't know why I was like, I was just flipping through Netflix and I was like, I gotta watch
It's
something.
like, you know what? Let's just.
I was like, I've heard this is like really good. I'm like, I guess I'm kind of in that mood.
Yeah,
So I was
It's
like,
important.
yeah. I don't.
You have to see it.
I do, and I want to see it really badly, but like I don't know when I want to actually sit down and be like, okay, now I'm ready to be depressed. Let's go.
plus, it's one of the few Holocaust movies that is actually like filmed like by not American people.
Yeah,
Like
true.
Schindler's List is that all subtitled? Schindler's List. There's a lot of English speaking in it, right?
I don't think it's all. I think it's actually
There's mostly English speaking.
most English actually.
Okay. So this is purely subtitled.
Okay.
So that just added to that layer of authenticity. And then same with like Boy in the Striped Pajamas. It's like very Hollywood. It's like big name actors, and they were all speaking like with British accents, even they're all German. So this is like extremely like real feeling because of that. You get like Hungarian actors, there's German actors, there's French actors, maybe not French actors, but Austrian, like just mix of languages and stuff. And some stuff is subtitled and some stuff's not. Like, I guess whenever he's listening to someone that he doesn't understand, it's not subtitled for the audience. It's only when he knows what
Oh,
they're
okay.
saying.
Yeah. So you're kind of in the
Yeah.
same loop he is.
Yeah, exactly.
very, very realistic. Yeah.
Very realistic.
Yeah.
Boom.
All right, Son of
Wow.
Saul.
Get hype.
Well, Ty, what do you got for us this week?
Well,
More fun.
get ready to be disappointed.
Oh,
I'm
I
already
do not.
in that state. I'm
Good.
already in a constant state of disappointment.
Beautiful.
excuse me.
Can you?
You don't have the last scene.
I do have a last scene, but it's a rewatch. But I'd only seen it once though, and it kind of there was a reason for it. I didn't have a whole lot of time this week, so I went to put on something I was just going to put on in the background, and I ended up putting it on, and I ended up just watching the whole damn thing. So in that sense, I should have just watched something that I hadn't seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably. I
Didn't
guess.
do that, though.
I guess though. I guess that
yeah.
would make sense.
Fuck
Yeah.
that.
So it's Wonder Woman. I hadn't seen it since we'd seen it in theaters and we reviewed it. And you know, I kind of like with Justice League
ago.
and with the 3 months ago, which is a long time.
Tie into this week though.
Tie into this week.
Yeah. Wonderstruck.
Yes.
Oh, Wonder.
Yes.
Wonder.
The word wonder.
I was hoping that would
Great tie.
sway you guys a little bit.
Ty's tie-in.
And also with Infinity Wars coming out this week, I also I felt I could talk about this a little bit.
Nothing.
Literally
Avengers?
nothing has changed. This movie was still amazing. I changed. I think I 5-banged it when it came around.
You 5-8 Wonder Woman?
I think
Oh,
I
shit.
either heavy 4 or 5'd it. Because I was just so impressed with. I think I heavy 4'd it. I don't think I went to it.
You
You
gave it a
almost 5-banged a DC movie.
Yeah, and that's how amazing it was.
That's crazy.
Because it was like so better than anything that they've done in their universe, like in the DCEU. So like it was just blew my mind. And then like of course we saw Justice League.
It was just as good.
Dramatic drop, like deathly dramatic drop.
So hang on, it was a 5 to a 1.
pretty much something like pretty much yeah.
Fuck.
Devastating drop.
Yeah. So again, and with like Infinity Wars coming out, like we just saw that trailer. We're gonna talk
Makes it
about that
look worse.
later. But like
Wonder Woman, eh?
Damn.
yeah, just gotta say like everything about it's still fantastic, holds up. I hope that they can just get their shit in order and pump out something similar to it.
Wonder
How
Woman
about
2.
that CGI fight at the end though? That was
Ares,
See,
5-bang?
that was
5-bang,
it was
right?
it was difficult. Like there was a lot there, but like you know what, I'm not gonna fault that. The rest of the movie was still great to me. I'm not gonna just fault because like that one scene. I don't know. Like, it was still better than anything they've done. So
yeah, it's stooping pretty low there.
Yeah, Dr. Poison. I mean, not alone.
Ugh.
That
Really,
name
guys?
alone, Dr. Poison.
it was the 40s.
So what do you're still sticking with the?
I'm still sticking with like my.
It was the
I think I think it was a heavy. I'm pretty sure it was a heavy 4 I gave it. I'm still sticking with it.
Heavy four.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Adam, what do you got for us this week? Bud. Buddy?
My last scene is also about a wonderful woman named Saoirse Ronan.
Mm.
Mm.
I think you can perhaps guess what I'm referring to.
Brooklyn.
No, Tim. Very good guess, though.
Hannah. Yeah.
Lady Bird.
Ah.
Oh, that's right. You saw that this week.
Best
I
rated movie of all
happened
time.
to Catch it. The best film ever made, apparently. It's very good.
Very
Spoiler
good.
alert. I loved it.
Okay.
Quite
Not great.
quite decent.
Quite decent.
Have you seen it as well?
We saw it too.
Yeah.
It's just me who hasn't seen it
Just
now?
you.
Shit.
They reviewed it.
I barely remember you guys reviewing it.
Savage. Yeah, written and directed by Greta Gerwig. Her directorial
I
debut.
should have seen this instead of rewatching Robin Hood.
Yep.
The Fox movie.
Yes, you should.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, that's fine.
That was Russell Crowe's Robin.
I think pretty much confirmed, loosely based off Greta Gerwig's young
Maybe a little
teenage
bit.
life.
Whenever someone brings that up in an interview with her, she always sort of refutes that, and it's like, I wasn't like that exactly, but it was more so based on her life in the sense of it was in Sacramento, and she eventually goes to New York, but also it was more so the relationship between her and her mother, which is very similar. It was more based on that.
Because I read that
Aspect.
Saoirse Ronan did say she was doing a Greta Gerwig impression.
A little
So
bit.
it definitely lends to the theory, at least.
Yeah.
But I thought,
Loosely based.
Saoirse was amazing. I would have said I think she's gonna win the Oscar, but Meryl Streep is now coming in strong with a lot of the post buzz, and you can't bet against Meryl,
Never.
the Michael Jordan of actresses. It was really like a vehicle for Saoirse Ronan for me, like just watching her. I don't know, just transform. It was a subtle performance, I'd say, because like if people don't know who she is yet, and they watch this movie, they might be like, really? Like she's getting Oscar buzz? Like she was good, but I don't understand. And to those people, I'd say like watch a interview with her, and you will be blown away. Like she
Just
is
her voice.
Yeah.
For one, but
She's
thick,
Irish, yeah.
thick Irish accent is nothing like this.
She's
character.
very bubbly in real life, and
Really?
yeah.
Would not have guessed that from the movie.
I don't know. It was eye opening for sure, and I love the authenticity. She has, I don't know if it was prosthetics or what, but she has bad skin in the movie. And I'm like, wow, I've never seen a protagonist of a movie with acne. This is so real, and I feel like that's very Greta Gerwig. She's very down to earth, real. I'm a big fan of hers.
She's learned from Noah Baumbach.
Yeah,
Right?
I think she might have surpassed him with one movie. I like this movie quite a bit.
I think it's also a vehicle for her direction. I thought
That
her
too.
direction was fantastic as well.
Yeah, she kind of got like Timothy Chalamet.
Correct.
Timothy Chalamet, Lucas Hedges.
He's in this? Tim Chalamet is in Lady Bird?
Yeah, he plays the hipster,
Having a big year.
bad boy kid. Yeah, he is having a huge year. Also getting lots of Oscar buzz for Call Me by Your Name.
Yeah.
Who's the mother? Is it Laurie Metcalf?
Yes.
I think she could snag a nomination. I thought she was great. She
could sneak in.
Fantastic. Because, best supporting actress. Excuse me. I thought she wasn't playing, the villain. To me, she was still very humanized.
She was the mom.
Yeah.
She
felt like
yeah.
your mom when your mom's mad at you or something. Obviously, she's a little more, anal and angry for, the better majority of the movie, but it felt like such an authentic relationship with a parent. I don't know, I was really impressed. I feel like Greta Gerwig did a great job.
That opening scene. How hard did you laugh?
What was the opening scene?
You know.
I'm
Refresh
blanking.
my-
Really?
That was 5 months ago or 4 months ago.
It opens to them just driving in a car. And the mom is just nagging.
That's what I thought.
And she just the daughters can't take it. And just opens the door and just rolls out of the car and breaks her arm. Just because she doesn't want
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it.
There was subtle hilarity throughout the movie.
Yeah, I think that when they were crying, listening to those audio tapes.
Oh, okay, that was
also
funny as well.
Yeah, just some awesome laugh out loud moments.
Yeah. Not overpowering, not too much. Where
No.
it's just this is too much for this type of movie. That was just... they
Actually, I'm
sprinkled it
shocked
in
you liked
perfectly.
it.
I loved it.
I'm shocked that you loved it Because one might say there was no plot.
It's a slice of
Slice of
life,
life.
bro.
One might say, what was the point?
You loved it though.
Tyler loves slice of
When it's
life
good,
movies.
it's good.
No. Let's not go that far.
You do.
No. This
Yeah.
movie was garbage.
What's the goal here?
There was no point to this movie.
Growing up. I gotta give it 4 out of 5. Very solid flick. Solid flick.
What's wrong with it? You said you loved it.
It's shit. That's what's wrong.
You mean a 4 out of 5?
I don't know.
Is
It's
something missing?
didn't like.
There's no point.
There's no headshots.
There's no point. You know. There's no headshots. There's no one died.
No one gets gunned
No
down.
boring. No.
There's no action.
There's no flames.
I think just
What's the point even?
it was like something
Pointless.
we've seen many times, but done very well. To me, I
And
don't
that
know if
doesn't break above everything else for you? That's not enough?
No, I don't think I can 5 bang some. Like we've seen a million coming of age movies. This just happens to be a very well made one,
Okay, that's fair.
right?
We'll get that.
It's
yeah.
not like for me a 5 is for the most part has to like break ground or reinvent the wheel a little bit.
To me, this did that for those kinds of movies. Like, because like
Yeah?
I've seen like you've seen like a lot of those like mother-daughter relationships, you know, growing up kind of thing. And this, like, for me, that's not necessarily broke the mold, but it went above and beyond that. You know, like, it was like the next level of that type of movie for me.
Is this
So-
a 5 for you?
I think I might have 5'd it.
High 5?
Well,
I'll have to look
see.
further.
Yeah,
I'll
full
look
check
at it.
letterbox.
A
You
lot
know
of
what?
confused about my ratings
You know what?
today.
We'll see.
Apparently I just hand out 5s.
Like me.
Well, I'll jump in with my last scene,
Maybe
if you don't mind. Are you done?
I'm done. Yep.
Okay.
Great film,
Um,
perfect in every way for it.
Well, we'll have to see because it's getting a lot of buzz right now.
Tons.
Saoirse?
Like Greta
She is,
Gerwig,
yeah.
Best Director, Saoirse, Best Actress,
Greta.
like Laurie Metcalf for like Best Supporting Actress. So
I agree with all of them.
Fingers crossed.
we'll see.
4 out of 5 though. 4 out of 5. He agrees with all that, but 4 out of 5.
Lucas
Yeah,
Hedges,
true.
Yeah.
hilarious.
Nominations
Yeah.
across the board. 4 out
He
of
was,
5.
he was pretty good.
Nothing wrong with it. 4 out of 5.
My last scene though, a little flick from back in the 80s.
Oh,
Yes, a little film called House of Games.
Oh, never heard of it.
Never heard of
I
it.
don't know, right?
Nope.
Assume it's
You
on
might have heard of the
Criterion.
director, David Mamet, who did,
Nope.
who wrote Glengarry Glen Ross,
Mm.
among several other films. More so, I guess he's a playwright. Like a lot of
I've heard
plays.
of that name.
You guys might know there's like this master series where like people teach like
Yes.
courses, like master classes or whatever.
Ramsey's teaching me how to cook.
Right?
Yeah.
He's doing like like a screenplay or like a
Oh, cool.
playwriting course. Anyways, this was his directorial debut, and let me just run down the synopsis here. Oh God, if I can get it.
Oh,
A
okay.
psychiatrist.
Oh, it's loading.
No.
Oh God,
Give it a minute.
That's a Jurassic World.
No.
Please excuse us for experiencing technical difficulties.
Yeah.
A psychiatrist comes to the aid of a compulsive gambler, like as one of her patients, and is led by him to this smooth-talking grifter in a shadowy but compelling world of stings, scams, and con men.
Interesting.
This psychiatrist, played by Lindsay Krause, is sort of led into this world of con men, and kind of remind me a little bit of what was that movie with Will Smith? Focus. A little bit. Do you guys
Did not.
review Focus?
No, we didn't do Focus.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we
I
didn't do
I
it.
watched it.
None of us saw it, so
It's just you, man.
I can't believe you watched it.
It's like
Marco.
this movie is okay. Ironically, it has 96% on Rotten Tomatoes, and
Wow.
Ebert gave it a 4
4
to 4. I was like,
Just
whoa. Maybe it's because this kind of movie's been done. Like I sort of could see it coming. It's sort of like a con within a con within a con kind of thing. And I saw what I
Concept.
thought was the final like con. What I was like, oh,
The long
this is the long con, and I was expecting another twist, and there wasn't. And I was like, oh, that's it.
What was that? Good or bad? Like, did it
Bad.
fool you? Like, it's like, oh, there's
No,
another
I got.
twist.
I understood the con
That
before it
was
was
the
revealed.
twist.
Yeah, the twist was that there wasn't one.
I don't
No.
know.
No?
No. But it was good enough. I don't know. It was like a fine movie.
It was good enough.
Ebert 4 out of 4. Good
Like
enough.
I could see why people like loved it. And I don't know. It's like there was something weird about the dialogue. Like it seemed like it was very well written, which I could tell coming from David Mamet. But just the way it was delivered, it just felt like
Forrest?
flat. I don't know. Like the performances just weren't great to me.
That's probably it.
It's hard to describe. But
I don't know either one of those actors. I
Joe
know this.
Mantegna
I know
was
Joe
the
Mantegna a
con
little
man.
bit.
Magniello?
No,
That's
No.
true.
What's the name again?
Joe Mantegna.
Yeah,
I was filling
From
at the time.
I know the name.
Criminal Minds. Is that Rossi?
Let's check out IMDb here,
It might be actually. Yeah.
or not.
This is
Internet's
devastating.
down
We'll just let
here,
that
folks.
load.
It's just loading on Joe Mantegna.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I just think of, for example, Glenn Ross. Like great performances.
Yeah, and dialogue clicks in that movie.
Like dialogue is just snappy.
Yeah, same.
Let me see it. Criminal Minds.
Yeah. Okay.
David Rossi, also The Godfather,
Yeah.
Fat Tony, and The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I love that Tony.
Cousin.
Yeah, it looks like he did a lot of movies. Oh, Cars. Ooh. Oh god. Oh god, no. But yeah, I don't know. I just think the performances just were a little bit flat, and as a result, I just didn't really believe it. I don't know. And I could kind of see through the con. So
That's the thing with like people who do dialogue really well. You need to have like actors that are up to the task. Like Aaron Sorkin's movies are very like quick and snappy and like fast-paced dialogue. And if you get an actor like can't deliver it well, it just falls.
You need to have someone who like knows how to speak. Like they have a certain way of speaking.
Like
for
not
example,
me. Yeah.
Like yeah. Like
Exactly.
like Chris Pratt, for example, like someone who just like has a way of speaking. Like like they have a way of delivering lines. You need someone like that who has like a
Christopher Walken.
yeah, like exactly, like someone who has a way of speaking to deliver like well written lines.
A voice.
right.
Yeah,
There was a few good things though. Besides the things I said that were negative. Like when you sort of realize the initial con, the first like reveal, I guess. I thought that was done pretty well. It's sort of at a poker game, and she sort of led into it, and that got me. That got me the first time. I was like, she sort of catches something and sort of reveals it, the con, and that was done pretty well. And I think like it seemed like it was really well thought out, like the whole plot. But it was just almost a little bit too predictable. But for me, like maybe at the time,
I was gonna say.
yeah.
You
it
have to
was
look
more
at-
revolutionary, and people thought, "Whoa, this is like a con within a con. Like this is like great." But from now, we've seen lots of those kinds of movies. Yeah.
Who was the other actor in it?
Lindsay Krause was the psychiatrist, the star,
Doesn't ring a bell.
and Joe Mantegna. I think she hasn't done much that I know of. I think I saw on her page that she was in Indian in a Cupboard.
Really?
Yeah.
Great film.
Oh.
Maybe she was like the mother or something.
90s kids get hype.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Tim.
You haven't seen it?
He was born in the 60s. What do you want?
That's true. Yeah. This is
Yeah,
way
she
way
did
like
not.
after
She was
your time.
also in Criminal Minds.
Oh, who was she in a Criminal Minds?
Joe Mantegna did her favorite.
Mary Mays.
Oh, savage.
Anyways,
It's a fun
Was
fact.
this on Criterion? And I need to know.
yes,
Did you buy it on Criterion?
yes.
Oh.
DVD actually. It wasn't on Blu-ray. It's not available on Blu-ray. Let's get the DVD. I'm gonna go 3.
Wow.
3 out of 5.
You own a 3 out of 5 on Criterion now.
Yeah. Hey, they're not all
How much?
great. I did watch a little bit of the behind the scenes, and it's just crazy how well Criterion does with restoring films. Because they're like behind the scenes, the way they showed scenes from the movie, like they look totally distorted and like blurry and pixelated. I'm like, holy shit!
That's the best thing about
That's what people watched. Like they watched it in that way.
I would love them to do the Bond movies.
It's gonna happen.
They're on Blu-ray though, are they not?
Yeah, they're on Blue. They've been digitally restored, but like it sounds like Criterion goes above and beyond with this.
They are peak.
They'd
It's
have
just
to
all
get the
the
rights,
shitty-
and
Yeah.
can you imagine trying to get?
Oh,
the
you
rights
can't get
to
the Bond rights. Good luck.
Those Broccoli's are.
Yeah. People who own Bond
They've
can
been
really
really
get the
big
Bond
movies
rights.
lately,
It's all over the place.
Yeah,
did
House
Breakfast
of
Club.
Games, 3 to 5. Maybe check it out, maybe not.
Maybe not. Scott owns it on Criterion.
Let's move on. We got a few news topics to discuss. Namely, let's start off the one you guys all want to know about. Avengers Infinity War's trailer has been released.
Infinity War.
Infinity War?
Yeah.
Just one Infinity War.
Just the one.
Just the one.
Just the one.
Just
war.
a single Infinity War.
Just the one for now. That's fine.
Ty,
Yes.
what are your thoughts on this trailer? I call it a teaser trailer, but
Really?
It's a long tease.
It's a very long tease. I like long teases.
doesn't show much
Plot-wise.
plot-wise.
Or does it show a lot?
I feel like the plot is going to be fairly simple for this movie. Thanos is going to get a glove with Mystic Stones on it.
The Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
What do you think of this trailer, though?
This trailer, I think,
Star
is
Wars.
great.
Great.
Great. Yeah, they're showing a whole bunch. We got a great intro to this, a great monologue on top of it, like opening up.
Multiple.
Brolin.
Everyone, Brolin.
Cable.
No. Thanos.
Sorry.
Don't confuse me.
Sorry.
We got Nick Fury starting it off, not in the trailer, weirdly enough. I'm super excited for this. We see a whole bunch of I think Easter eggs in here, and there's a couple Easter eggs in here.
What might those be?
You think so?
I think so. I think
I'm unaware of.
well, exactly who the we see some of. I've seen some. I watched some videos of trailer breakdowns.
Mr. Sunday.
Mr. Sunday movies.
Mr. Sunday?
I don't know what that means.
He invented the trailer breakdown? Okay, next.
Possibly.
Australian guy. Arrows everywhere.
Maybe might have been him. We see like Thanos' like squad.
Yes.
Squad.
Yeah. So, and I think I actually see Hawkeye in this trailer. Believe it or not, the lady who throws that giant trident thing. I think the guy who catches it. I'm pretty sure that's Hawkeye.
It's definitely Captain America.
I don't think so. I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I don't know. This looks really good. We see all the characters. Everyone looks great. I'm in.
Was that Aquaman's trident, or
Could have been. Who knows?
It's the same series, right?
Crossover.
definitely
Could've
Aquaman's trident?
Yeah.
Crossover.
Marvel.
Hashtag-
It's all Marvel.
yeah.
Adam, what do you think of this trailer? Are you in?
Excuse me. Jesus. I'm cold, people. I'm all the way in. Looks great.
All the way.
All the way. Looks great. Has a real sense of stakes that are missing in a lot of superhero movies. You really feel the world ending, impending doom from it. Loved it. Cap looks awesome with the beard.
Loving that.
Leading the charge. That
And the
one
hair.
shot. The hair is great. Love it. Guy looks like
The
a
flow.
stud. The flow. Love the get this man a shield line. Got me hype. Big oh shit moment when they busted out the Iron Spider.
Oh shit.
I lost it a little bit. The first time I saw it was amazing. Yeah, looks great. Looks great. Thanos looks ridiculous.
Yeah, not purple enough. I think they fucked up a little bit.
Like, you think he looks bad?
Like visually looks ridiculous. Yeah, I guess bad.
Bad?
Yeah.
I think it's
Ridiculous
the shape
could
of
be
his head.
construed as good.
It's ridiculously bad.
I think it's the shape of his head that's bugging me the most. Like he looks like he has a regular head and he just went bald and he just shaved it. Like he looks like he has like a normal human
Like
head.
Thanos once had hair and now he's bald.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Like his head looks like a normal. Like I imagine his head being like blockier.
Very old.
Yeah,
He looks like a Ninja Turtle, almost. Like
Kinda.
that weird Ninja Turtle CG where, like,
it looks like
why
he
does
like
his face looks a little bit...
he was
too
thinning
human?
on top, so he just decided to like shave the rest of it. Like he looks
Looks like Homer Simpson.
We're gonna see him like picking it.
yeah, like
I saw someone photoshopped, it was the guy from Pawn Stars.
yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like Joss Whedon.
Joss Whedon also.
Looks like a lot of things.
Yeah, it's just something about the head, the shape of the head that looks like it's throwing it
I just
off.
felt like there has to have been a way to make him look cooler. And he's like lavender. He's like...
Yeah, he's not purple. He's like this like off mauve-ish color. Like it's...
But that's a nitpick. I loved his dialogue. He was still... Like his voice, like Brolin, I think knocked it out of the park from just this...
Do you think he actually looks like a real person? Like,
Thanos?
yes. Like, not like
He looks too human.
Steppenwolf looked CGI. Do you think he looks like CGI'd?
Yeah. I think it looks like CGI.
Yeah.
The effects on his hands look pretty great. I think when he was like placing the stone in the glove and he just got, like creases
Close
everywhere. I
up.
was like,
Close up you can do it.
pretty good.
Yeah. That is the one thing when I saw this trailer, I will agree. Like just visually, I'm just like I almost prefer like makeup. You know.
Yeah, if they
Yeah.
could have
Like
done
if
it.
they could have done it somehow
I
that
think
way.
they could have done it.
Yeah, there's nothing crazy in this.
He would have had to beef up quite a bit.
and grow.
I don't know if it would be feasible, to be honest, to do it. I'm sure they considered it at one point. They're like, "Is there a way of doing this?" And they're probably like, "Nah." He needs to be like.
Well, did he mocap the face?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, 100%. I'm sure he did.
Because Steppenwolf, there was no mocap even. It was literally just a CGI'd.
Doesn't surprise me.
There's no performance there, so it's not a performance capture, right?
FedEx.
So, but the Infinity War trailer, overall was good. I would say it's a whole lot of nothing happening really. It's just like hero shots,
Kind of like Last Jedi.
just a series of hero shots,
Mhm.
and no like actual like coherent like scenes are really shown or
I love that.
anything like that. Which I guess sort of does what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to get you hyped for the movie.
Yeah.
Which it does, but also, I don't know. As a trailer, it's okay, I thought. It was fine. Tim, what do you think?
Loved it. I'm in. I can snuff out some of the plot details myself because I'm a keen observer.
Cringe. Complimenting yourself. Continue.
Just saying.
I am good.
Loki obviously took the Tesseract when he was on the planet. That's why.
You think so?
Oh,
You think he took it?
I think he took it.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
clearly, 'cause
Arc?
he has
I
it.
didn't. I mean, that wasn't that obvious.
Oh, he has it in the trailer, and he like holds it up to, I'm assuming, Thanos. After like Thanos kills everyone on that ship, shoots Thor out. Thor meets up with what their face is. Hulk gets smashed down to the planet where he meets up with
Yeah.
Doctor Strange and all the other guys.
And Bong.
I think there's more.
And I think
We
the
could
Soul
unpack.
Gem is in Wakanda. Like, clearly, that's why there's a giant battle at the
I
end.
disagree.
And we haven't seen it yet. And it's the one leading into Infinity War.
I think because I believe Idris Elba has the soul stone. That's why he attacked the ship. I think,
He attacked the ship because Loki has the Tesseract.
or because they have the soul stone.
We have both.
Yeah,
I don't know.
What was he has the purple stone?
It's power.
That's
the Nova Corps had that.
Yeah.
Nova Corps.
okay. So he got that from Nova Corps.
That'll probably be like the cold open. I think we'll probably open with him like attacking Nova Corps or something.
Yeah.
Right. And then what was the second one? Was that
The blue one that
with the
he took from
Tesseract?
Tesseract.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you see Loki like holding it up.
I lose track of the colors and where they are and
Yeah.
shit. But
You see Loki straight up wreck Vision. Or
Someone with the
Ding.
staff is like
Someone with
ripping
the
the
staff.
stone out.
Yeah. I think that like when
Pretty
you
savage.
see what's his face, what's his name? The
Paul
actor?
Bettany?
Paul Bettany. I think when you have to see Paul Bettany, I'm pretty sure like when I think they've actually taken the stone. Like it looks like the stone's actually gone. Like I don't know. Like it looks like he might.
it was there.
I don't know, like it looked
thought
like
it was there.
it looked like it more of just like I looked at this a couple times. It looked like the actual stone was like gone. It's like that's just where it was.
It's like a
Like an
slit.
indent?
Yeah.
A slit.
I
Yeah,
can
like-
see him being human post stone removal.
Yeah. So I think
I
that's
wanted to ask, is
him
that what you guys
struggling.
think that is?
I thought that, but could be
Or could it just be
I
him in
have my own
disguise?
could be him just advancing his
Yeah.
AI technology or whatever, and
Yeah.
and creating a more human form, and then he sort of turns into like what we know as the Vision, and as like his like suit, as his like fighting suit kind of thing.
Hmm.
I had two options. I thought of that, and I
That's
also
one
thought, could it be Scarlet Witch? Just like illusion, mind fucking.
Could be,
everyone.
yeah, yeah,
see it.
yeah. That's
He's like,
that's
I feel like a robot all the time. Can you make me look human so people stop like puking?
Okay.
Uncanny
She's
Valley.
like,
Could be that. Could be that.
ambiguous magic power.
But I think there'll be some deaths,
Oh, I hope
which will
so.
get
Yeah.
resolved with the time stone. But there'll be some deaths in the.
I'm sure Cap's
so
gone.
you do see that coming.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm
What do
pretty
you
sure
what are you
Cap's
guys'
gone.
predictions? Because I mean, we see Vision. Like, do you guys think Vision is going to die from that, or do you think he's going to live?
I don't think he's gonna die.
I think he's dead.
You think
Because
so?
that's the source of his
Dead.
like life.
Too strong to
Right.
keep around. He's dead.
I don't know. Yeah, he's too
See-
strong to keep around.
Mm.
It would create a good like.
Unless they
human
took it
power.
away and he had no power, then he wouldn't. That'd be the Marvel way of doing it. Taking away the stone,
Yeah.
him having no power but still being alive. That way, he don't have to kill someone else.
Right. That
Very
would,
true.
that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Hawkeye's dead. Let's be honest.
No, Hawkeye. He's changed into what's his name? He
Who's
he
that?
evolves into someone more, with the Fall Hawk and everything like that. He's a new
will
character.
bet that Hawkeye dies in this movie.
I don't think they'll do it. I think that's too cliche now for them to just kill off Hawkeye
I
because he's the
hope
most
so.
expendable person.
I
um,
want them to.
I do think Cap's gonna die.
Yeah.
Really?
I think that makes a lot of sense.
You think they'll do
Yeah,
it?
at the end of the second Infinity War movie.
They won't stay dead.
Mm,
There's gonna be some deaths at the end of this one, and then I think the second one is gonna have Thanos still.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
probably like this movie's probably going to end with him collecting the last stone from Wakanda. That's what I'm assuming. He's going to devastate something, and then
That'd be sick.
I'm assuming the second one will be or the next phase.
They're gonna
will
have to
be-
keep something under wraps. Like someone's gonna die, and then they're gonna have to be like, Chris Evans sighting on Infinity War 2
Oh god.
said,
Superman style.
yeah,
Over under 100%, someone dies, and Doctor Strange like
Rewind.
Oh yeah, the time stone is
100%.
Yeah.
We can all agree. Iron Man.
well, it has to be stolen at some point.
They should go full ballsy and kill like Iron Man.
No.
Like someone huge, and then have.
I think
he's not on Wakanda.
I have a feeling maybe this is a good time to discuss
Nope.
it. Like post Infinity War Part 2, like I said, I personally think Cap's gonna die. Like the team's gonna look a lot different. I feel like Tony Stark is gonna retire
Yeah.
or something.
Pass
Like, I
the
don't think he's
mantle,
gonna.
I think.
I don't think he's gonna die, but I think he could definitely retire and pass on the like leadership to like someone else. I have a feeling Doctor Strange
Yeah.
personally could take over as someone like that
For sure.
who has that sort of leadership. Do you guys have any thoughts on
Very Tony Stark.
Endgame?
I know that they're talking about the next phase or next phase after Infinity War Part 2, whatever, is gonna be a lot more cosmic.
Shit.
Which just opens up a whole bunch of different characters you can bring in to help out. And then who knows with this whole Fox thing as well, if that happens, we could get a drastically different looking fourth phase.
Get Fantastic Four in there.
X-Men.
Do it right.
And X-Men.
Yeah.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Who knows?
I'm in, baby. I'm in.
Yeah, I think like when all is said and done, like when they finish like these like the phase of like everything they have now, I can see them doing like a total universe changeover. Like like they have like different universes in the comics, like doing like a total universe like change and like just recasting everyone because it's like a totally different new universe. Like this is how they like restart and keep everything going.
I don't think they would want to do that.
No.
I really don't think so. I think
Just
they
move
would
on.
want to introduce new characters and have them sort of take over
Okay.
and have the other characters fade or go back to their own place or do whatever.
Well,
And to continue on with new characters. Because I think for fans, would like it more for everything to be like all interconnected. Because they've created this over how many movies, right?
22, I think.
19.
Something crazy.
Yeah.
19, 10 years.
Thor was 18.
Oh yeah, sorry. They got
Like,
plans for.
I just have a
yeah.
feeling like instead of recasting the same characters as different actors, they might just
Well, not necessarily what I mean. Like when they do, like for example, the new Thor is a girl, right?
that's more what makes sense.
That's what I mean. Like new Iron Man is
New
is a girl.
iterations.
like
People
Ironheart,
picking up the mantle.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So like doing that for me, because
Bucky as Cap. Right?
yeah, stuff
Falcon's
that,
Cap has been Cap as well.
Right.
yeah, and so like them like creating that new universe where like we have Ironheart and then we have like the She-Thor, like all these new characters like that. I think that would be the best move for them. That way they keep it alive, but there's still some sort of comics for them to stay relevant to.
Well, we'll have to see when the movies come out. Moving on,
I'm in.
we got some other news from Disney. Everything's Disney now.
Oof.
Mulan has been officially announced. The casting news. Liu Yifei has been cast as Mulan herself.
Yes.
Now, what are you guys' thoughts on this? Do you think this is good casting? I know they had an extensive search in China for the lead.
Makes me happy.
Tim, what are your thoughts on this casting?
Don't know her. Has she been in big movies that
She
have
was
made it this-
she was
this
in
way?
that Chinese movie with Nick Cage. I don't know if you guys remember that.
course she was.
yeah.
You know the one.
Yeah,
It's not
I can
Chinese.
picture it. Bangkok Dangerous?
Bangkok something, yeah.
No. It was like a period piece.
Oh.
I'm not sure if that makes it
Nick
better
Cage
or
has like
worse.
long black hair, and he was like fighting with the
God.
sword and
Season of
stuff.
the Witch?
Oh,
No. The one
Ooh,
with
that
Hayden
looks
Christensen?
though.
Oh boy.
Let me look it up.
Nick Cage,
Anyways.
fuck.
What do you think of this?
Cool. I'm in. I'm glad they cast like an actual Chinese actress.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I-
I'm really hoping Disney goes like full, like they lean into it and just have subtitles.
Mulan.
And
Really?
Let them speak. Yeah, let them speak their native language because actors always act better in their native language.
They will not do that.
No choice.
Not a chance. They're gonna do a Disney
No.
movie.
One
and
of
have
the-
Cut our money in
subtitles.
half.
One of the
Yeah.
criteria was that she could speak English
There it is.
in the casting.
I agree that'd be amazing.
That would be amazing. Yeah.
Disney's
not
like,
for Disney though.
like a $300 million foreign.
It's probably gonna be like those scenes where like you get the odd scene that's like subtitled, but
Yeah, we're
She
talking
did-
to like her parents.
She did The Forbidden Kingdom with Jackie Chan and Jet Li.
So she is known.
yes,
She is quite known in China,
In China.
allegedly.
I like
So
that.
they
Like
must be
she's
freaking.
quite famous in China.
That's awesome. Good
Sweet.
for her.
I think it's great casting. I think she looks exactly like Mulan.
yeah,
Like literally
which is badass.
Haven't-
visually perfect,
Yeah,
which I find Disney is very good at doing.
yeah.
Like their casting is usually like
Dead
on
on.
point. Like their casting directors are literally like the best
The goats.
in the business. The goats.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
using that term a lot more now because I know what it means.
and
Cheers for that.
Yeah.
I'm quite looking forward to this. Like,
Yeah, I like Mulan.
yeah, I think it could be I think it could be a massive film, especially with the Chinese appeal.
It's
And
gonna
that
be
market,
huge.
It's
in China.
worldwide. This movie is gonna like
Yeah,
be crazy with that Disney budget too.
yeah.
Oh man, it's gonna be
Hope
crazy.
you like
That's-
$1 billion, Disney.
It's one of the sort of downsides for me for like Chinese films. Like usually, the budget's just not there to compete with Hollywood films.
But
But
with
with
this,
Mulan, the budget's gonna be there for them to go all out,
hmm
and just the like war scenes and stuff. I don't know. It's gonna be crazy.
Be crazy.
What are your guys' thoughts on this casting? You in?
very excited. I love that they actually went and found an actual like not that other actresses aren't Chinese, but they found like an actual authentic Asian actress, like someone who's well known in Chinese film. But I think is great.
There's no mistaking it. Unlike, like for example, Aladdin, it's like okay, people of Middle Eastern descent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's a little bit of like people
Just
are
like
like
generic kind of. Like,
yeah.
I'm
They
from that
found
area, so it's fine.
Aladdin. He's Middle Eastern, but he's also born and raised in Toronto. So it's like a lot of people are pissed off about that.
like no one's gonna complain about this guy.
No one like you can't complain about this. Like this is perfect. I do agree. She looks just like Mulan. Like she's like the real life image I would have imagined. Yeah. Hopefully they do that. Like I'm hoping that like they don't like. I'm trying to get the best word for it. Lose their confidence and like do something stupid like cast like
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like I don't want them to cast like
No.
Well, who have they cast the dragon? I forget the name of the dragon in it.
Mushu?
yeah Kevin Hart is going to be doing it.
Is it Kevin Hart?
No.
That's what everyone's saying as a joke, and I've said that myself. I'd be shocked if it wasn't.
I would love Eddie Murphy to come back. Like that would be
Oh,
amazing.
I don't know if they do it.
go.
They did it well. There's a precedence with Lion King.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do have
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
These adaptations.
That would be very interesting if they
Yeah.
brought Eddie Murphy back. But that's the casting that I feel like is going to bring in the North American audience.
Yeah.
You get a North American known
Yeah.
comedian, and that's how you bring in the North American audience. And you cast everyone else authentically Chinese actors. That's one way of doing it, right?
Yeah,
Adam, what are your
course.
thoughts on this?
It's great. I'm very, very thankful. I feel like there's like a weight off my shoulders that they cast a Chinese actress.
Yeah.
I was so scared. I thought they'd go like maybe even like mixed, like half white, half Chinese or something, some like loophole. But I love that they just like committed and just went full authentic.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Like you're saying, obviously they're gonna go big budget. So like the war scenes, this could be like incredibly epic. Who's the director? Did the director do anything?
Someone Caro who did the
Female
that-
director?
She's a New Zealand director
Yeah.
who did
Oh,
that
she's a
Whale
Whale Rider.
Rider.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it.
Totally not in the same wheelhouse. Those movies. I remember seeing Whale Rider like when it came out.
I saw it in school
Could have been in
because it's
school.
like a very like
Long time
friendly
ago.
school
I'm
movie.
sure if
Yeah.
she can direct a good-looking movie, they know that like a female story like this with a female heroine has probably meant a lot to her.
I think my family rented it. Rogers Video.
All right.
That's how old it is. We
Back when
rented it.
renting a movie
pretty
was
good.
I remember
available.
watching it in my living room.
It's good.
It was good.
Hopping over that Blockbuster case.
Rogers
VHS
Video.
in.
Rogers Video.
Rogers Video?
Not Blockbuster. Fuck
Jackie
that.
Chan's definitely going to be in it. That just came to me now.
Do you think so?
I would bet everything I have.
Really?
You don't think the most famous Chinese actor of all time is going to be in live action Mulan?
I don't know. I think it's too on the nose.
I guarantee.
Like
it.
Mulan's dad, like he has like a small role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan's
It
cameo.
has to be, man.
I wouldn't like that.
No, I don't think I would either.
I don't think he's a good actor. I gotta be
Mark
honest.
my
Really?
words.
Love Jackie Chan, but what was that movie we reviewed recently?
Foreigner.
The Foreigner. I don't know. Just whenever he starts talking, I just can't.
I'm sure he acts great in his foreign language.
In his own language.
His native language, yes.
Well,
Good hype.
It's like Colin Farrell, man.
we'll have to see about the rest of this cast.
Keep that Irish accent.
A quick question: is Disney doing Aladdin as well? That's Disney, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right, just making sure because
Yeah, bro.
Your
Okay.
boy.
I know that's what I was excited for. I'm like, okay.
Giddy.
Yeah.
Let's move on. We got another trailer to discuss. We got 2 more trailers to discuss. This one is called Mary Magdalene, starring Rooney Mara, Joaquin Phoenix, and Chiwetel Ejiofor. Tim,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on this?
Ooh, opposite of the casting for Mulan.
This is quite
Rooney Mara
whitewashed.
again has been cast in a non-white role.
Ah, white-ish.
Yeah. I mean,
This does not look good.
That's
Casting aside,
She's too pale for this role. Let's put it that way.
casting aside,
This
this one is
white.
really so light skin.
Caucasian.
yes.
Rooney Mara light though.
Casting aside, this does not look good. It looks
Ouch.
very silly.
Ouch.
Silly.
Looks melodramatic as fuck.
Ouch.
Yeah, don't care.
Ouch.
Sorry, I'm out.
Fuck.
I think it looks.
man.
It looks
Have a
very.
heart.
I think this movie looks very fine. Like just I'm gonna watch it and be like, yeah, that was okay.
Yeah.
But
It's the goal when you make a movie.
I think Joaquin Phoenix looks pretty good in it. Surprisingly,
I think he looks kind of cringe in it.
You think he looks cringe?
Yeah.
He
He looks like a hippie.
Yeah.
To me,
looks
he
fine.
he looks
He's
like
like,
Jake
yeah.
Gyllenhaal in Prince of Persia. Like,
Just
just doesn't belong there.
He does not fit. He does not look like Jesus.
I think.
Yeah.
This, I think. Well,
I was like, watch this. I'm like, is this going to be? Is he going to try to make him Jesus?
Crazy to
Oh,
be
I don't know.
Jesus.
Yep, there he is on the cross.
I don't
Yep, they're doing
necessarily
it.
agree. I think this movie is going to do very well at the box office, though.
You think so?
Yes, the religious
They
crowd
do
will
well.
fucking love this.
Passion of Christ is massive. Yes.
Highest grossing rated R movie of all time. Passion of the Christ, bud.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think it just. It doesn't look great. I'm not gonna say it looks good,
I don't know.
but it doesn't look like really bad to me.
No, it
just,
doesn't look
just
awful.
very
I
like
just think
generic.
it's just gonna be. Yeah, it looks bad. Sorry.
It looks like they're going to try really
look
hard,
awful,
and it's
it
just going to
looks
be
bad.
like this. Like, it's just going to be like, wow, they gave it their all, and it was okay.
I was excited, like Joaquin. I think it looks bad. I love Joaquin so much. I was so excited when I saw the still of him. I was like, oh my god, he's playing JC, the goat. And
JC, what? JC Penny? What is it? Who are you talking about?
Jim
Wow.
Caviezel, the other JC.
Jesus Christ. Jim Caviezel.
Yeah.
The Jim
So,
Caviezel biopic.
looks very odd
Yeah.
to me. There's a lot of like laughing, like goofiness.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like
It's like the lighthearted
like
Jesus
a,
story.
like a romp. Like I think he's like messing with someone at one point. Like
No one's ever asked me how it feels. I'm just like,
yeah, I'm like what the fuck? I don't know. It was just didn't feel right to me. Chiwetel Ejiofor looked cringe.
I don't know. I
plus
guess
some people are doing accents and some aren't.
Yeah, what's
It's one of those things where I'm like, just everyone
Yeah.
commit to the same thing
What
or
is going on
do
here?
nothing.
Director of Lion, your favorite film.
Oh, fuck.
Cried.
Made you cry.
Okay, that's not. Okay, that's not.
you weak.
We don't have to say that, okay?
And King's Speech. Don't you love King's Speech?
I never saw King's Speech.
Producers of King's Speech.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's not,
I don't know about
you
the
say it's
goofy
like
thing
lying,
though,
you have to
because
bring
I
that up
just
every
think
time.
like whenever like the only reference we have is like Passion of the Christ, which is very serious.
No.
But I think it's not just like Jesus' story isn't necessarily like that serious. Yeah, at the end it gets real serious.
Really?
Dark.
You had a fun romp.
It's not a comedy.
No, I'm just saying there was lots of
It was
stories
fun.
like about good things that he
Yes,
did,
yes,
right?
yes,
And
yes.
it's,
Yeah.
it wasn't all like
True.
dark. Like at the
Yes,
very end, it got really dark.
But it looks like there's a sense of humor in this movie. Like,
Yeah,
I just don't think of
there should be lightheartedness,
Jesus is-
yes, but I don't think there should be like laughter in this. Like everyone can smile at certain times.
He
That's
looks-
okay. But I'm pretty sure I saw a couple times where people were laughing together. I'm like,
I saw
Laugh,
him
love,
like
and
romp
smile.
with someone. He was like, nah.
yeah, it's like a dramedy
He
kind
looked
of
like
thing.
the dude. It's like, what the fuck is going on here?
it's like a stoner comedy.
Yeah.
Year one. Oh god. Good hype.
Moving on, we've got one more trailer to discuss. This one, I don't know who directed this.
Look it up.
Who
know who
wants to
we're
open
talking
the
about.
old IMDb?
I'm assuming whoever directed it loves Sofia Coppola. just gonna see that.
Oh,
Thoroughbreds is the name of this film,
That's right.
starring Anya Taylor-Joy, Olivia Cook, who, Tim, you might enjoy her.
I love
audition.
Olivia Cook. She's in Bates Motel as well as Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl.
Yeah.
She plays Dying Girl.
Said Dying
I
Girl.
saw her somewhere. Holy.
Yeah.
And Anton Yelchin.
Mm.
May he rest in peace.
R.I.P. Love you.
I'm going to start
The
off.
guy's dead and he's still making movies. That's how good he is.
I think this movie looks
Moving on.
a little quirky, a little
Quirky?
humorous, a little dark humor in there.
Directorial debut
Oh
Anton?
shit!
by one Corey Finley, who also wrote it.
Huh.
First writing gig, first directing gig.
Better be a damn good script, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I think it looks like a good little Netflix movie. Not something I'd necessarily pay to see, but it seems like pretty funny. I don't know. I'm in. Tim, what are your thoughts?
I'm in. Looks quirky, looks a little fun. Anton, missed you already, and you look hilarious in this.
Yeah.
When he's like sitting in the bathtub with his head all bandaged up, he's like, "What am I gonna tell my dad?" I was like, love it.
Pretty good.
Pretty
Oh,
good.
you got a hat.
I'm in. I'm interested. They picked some great actors for the quirkiness.
I think looks good. Looks very quirky and kooky and fun.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna get dark. I think they're concealing
see that,
some
yes.
very horrifying
Oh
stuff.
yeah, stepdad's dying for sure.
Like in a gory way. I feel the gore.
Like Gore Gone Wrong, where like they like try to do it in like a non-gore
Slick
way, but they
way?
like fuck it up.
Yeah,
Yes.
he just like slips and falls and hits his head on a tile floor, and it's like it just like shatters his head.
Yeah.
It reminded me of like Funny Games or something like that, or like it says the quote American Psycho has that weird dark, extremely dark humor.
Yeah.
I also said ferociously funny as well, which like that. Like that stood. I was like, really?
There's a little bit of that kind of Yorgos humor.
I was gonna
Well,
say I
There's
thought
some
of Killing of a
awkwardness, yeah,
Sacred
some
Deer.
very
Some
cringe.
cringe.
It looks like a more like comedy version of Killing of a Sacred Deer,
Yeah.
which is weird. To think
Very
about.
different subject matter, I'd say, but like
Yeah.
that's that sort of weird cringy vibe
Yeah.
for sure. Ty, what are your thoughts on this trailer?
What are my thoughts on this trailer?
You're in.
This
I
is
wonder what it will be.
amazing.
Anya Taylor-Johnson.
Anya Taylor-Johnson.
Aaron Taylor-Johnson.
Onion Taylor-Johnson.
Aaron, you guys are don't do this.
And
to
Olivia
me.
Wilde's in
And
it.
Olivia, don't. Stop trying to confuse me. This looks. I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to blow your minds. Ready?
Anton Chigurh.
Preemptive 5.
Are you fucked?
I am not. This looks hilarious to me. Like this looks absolutely.
Preemptive
This
5.
is a switty flick. This looks incredible.
Swit flick.
Like
101.
swit flick. Like it looks like
You do love quirky dark girls.
like the dark comedy. Like I love her delivery of this. Like is Olivia Cook? She's the one
The
who
dying girl?
lacks empathy.
Yes.
Mhm.
She
Deadpan. if
yeah.
you will.
She's deadpan in a lot of the stuff she does.
she delivers everything perfectly. Like I just great. Anton
is
Yelchin looks hilarious in this.
Anton, my boy.
Like they got like this weird like they're not quick like a quick motion kind of thing. It's like almost Edgar Wright-ish kind of thing.
Smash cuts.
Not necessarily
cuts.
smash cuts, but like smash moments where like with a gun, for example.
Smash moments.
Not no, not okay. Well, with the gun though, like with the gun, like want to hold it, like stuff
Right.
like that. Like they got there's a few of those, like when they turn their heads and stuff like that. This is great.
Those moments usually are quite edited.
Yeah.
Where it seems like just a quick moment.
Yeah,
Usually they will cut like a millisecond ahead,
yeah,
and it will make it appear like it was like there's usually actually a cut there.
yeah.
That's smart.
It happens.
Clever.
So still considered a smash cut then?
Sure.
Yeah. Well, I remember seeing a video
Edgar Wright.
about Edgar Wright
Yeah,
and the way he edits, and it was like that was one thing.
Hmm.
Those like really quick like edits
yeah.
that you don't even notice. Your mind doesn't even comprehend it.
Looks amazing. This looks amazing.
All right, well, I think that'll do it for this episode of the Up Real 8 podcast. Tim, where can people find us?
People can find us on Twitter at UpReal8. You can find me personally on Letterboxd at UpRealTim and on Instagram at TheCraftPundit.
You can find us on Facebook and on Instagram at UpReal8 Podcast. You can also find me on Letterboxd at UpRealTie.
You can find me on Twitter at Franny25 and Instagram and Letterboxd at UpRealAdam.
Find myself, Scott, on Letterboxd at UpRealScott. And yeah, guys, if you enjoy this video, leave a like on it. Leave a comment below in the comment section if you want to join our discussion. And of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And as always, keep it real.